The Interactive Screen project is introducing large touchscreen TVs to various facilities across the Highlands, including wellbeing hubs, daycare centres, hospitals and care homes. And the aim of that is to get local people, particularly older people, more familiar with using technology, but at the same time showing them what is available out there, particularly online, and how they can connect to other communities and the outside world through YouTube, for example, or through Skype, and also teaching them how technology can be used and how they can then transfer that knowledge into their own homes so they don't feel quite so isolated.
Here at the Bradbury Centre, we use the screen for lots of different things. In the morning, we have it on with our calendar so that when they come in, they can see what's on today and what's on for the rest of the month. We go onto YouTube and we'll have music where we can sing along and have a bit of karaoke. We can use it to go shopping. We use it for keeping up to date with the news. We use it for a multitude of things.
We use the screen for a few activities, and again it's down to what the members would like. One of the popular ones is the music, and we can put up using YouTube a lot of songs from their generation with the lyrics, and we like to have a good sing-song.
The Screens project has benefited residents and service users and communities enormously already. So it's so exciting that it's going to develop further. Just walking into some of the areas where we've got the screens and seeing how the whole environment comes alive. The laughter that you can hear, it is really quite poignant. Smile, everyone. Enormous benefits that we've seen, not just for individuals but also for groups of people too.
It's good just to go onto YouTube and type in any song they like and they all just start singing and playing the musical instruments, which is really good. And you can get all their favourite films on it as well. And you can get loads of different games on it as well, which is really good. And even like to Google different pictures which they like if they're on from different places we can get to Google their home and they really like that.
It puts the kind of digital technology that is the future of healthcare services in the heart of communities. It allows organisations like NHS Highland not only to be able to link in to communities to deliver services digitally, but it also helps to link up different communities so that what's happening in one community can be shared within another community, and it helps build those links between communities too, which can only strengthen the work around compassionate communities to make sure that we all learn from each other.
So many sort of people now have got access to the internet, got access to tablets, but what they're able to do is to share that knowledge base with other people that wouldn't have necessarily had that information available. But what I've also noticed is that there's perhaps much more creativity as a consequence, because there is so much that you can gather from the internet as well.
One thing we found really interesting that we hadn't necessarily anticipated as a use for the screens was instinctive reminiscence, and what that can be is anything from just having a chat about, oh, I can't remember this, or when did that happen, and then you can look it up on the screen and find videos about it and information about it, which then leads to more discussion, and it just develops, and you're then finding that you remember things that possibly you haven't thought about for a long time, things from your past and things that have happened in the world and things, and that's been really, really interesting. The screens have also been used to connect up the Helmsdale hub here and the Bradbury Centre. They connected using Skype, which was very nice. They shared activities, and I think also using them across the Highlands, and particularly here in East Sutherland, there are people on the screens who can see each other. They see people that they perhaps know from the neighbouring village, which is really, really nice for them, someone maybe they haven't seen for quite a while.
We know that loneliness has a massive impact on a person's well-being, and so that the health and well-being hubs and the interactive screens have had massive improvements in terms of connecting those people in those communities.
I think developing the Screens project over time will be a really positive addition to the Compassionate Communities initiative. Initially, I think it will be about what's happening in one community being able to be shared by other communities, but eventually I think it should grow into almost being a channel for people to really get involved in what's going on in their community and neighbouring communities, and for staff, families and individuals to learn from what's happening elsewhere and to share that easily in a digital platform without the need for lots of travel and lots of disruption in people's day-to-day lives. And I think that could be a real bonus in terms of actually rolling out a number of activities and programmes that may be happening in one area but can actually be shared digitally and allow other people to really get involved in what's going on.
The expansion of the Screens programme it's fantastic news. The fact that we'll be able to connect more communities together and to enable more people to use technology and the benefits of technology, it's really around being able to access a wider world at the touch of a button. And it just pleases me enormously to know that we're bringing the 21st century to other areas as well.